Hey, what's going on, guys? So I am down here in South Florida. You guys may remember a couple of videos that I've shot with Tiki's geckos. They always have some amazing stuff, but this is their brand new facility, and this is the first time that I've been here to tour it. Just looking around this place, it is absolutely incredible. So I am with David over there, who is not paying attention. I am with Kat and Brendan. David, are you paying attention now?
Dave, thank you. Yo, I wanted to mention this. You came to my house when I was living at my mom's in the garage.
That's right. That's
what
it was the first time.
Gecko trap house, and now you're here at my actual house.
And look at this. I mean, we got this whole big area.
You've seen the progression.
So we haven't even been here for 30 seconds yet. I'm looking around this place. This place is amazing. We're gonna go get a tour of Tiki's geckos. What do you got here? You got tons of geckos.
Lizards, everything.
Tons of geckos. I'm Dāv Kaufman, and these are my reptile adventures. All right, so we're gonna start at this end of the property. We're gonna go over there, check that out. We're gonna go over there and check that out. We're gonna go over there and check that out.
These are banana pectinatas. I have a couple cages of different spiny tail iguanas. I absolutely love these guys. They are like one of the best pet iguanas in my opinion.
I agree.
They don't get too big. As you can see, I mean, he does not care one bit about what I do to him. I could take him out, just hang out with him, and he's as friendly as could be.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Can you say all that
Conspicuosa. Senosura conspicuosa, one of my favorites. He is super chill.
So what would you recommend for like a first time iguana owner that really wants to get into them?
Honestly, the bananas are great. This is a little bit rarer animal, so it's not hard to take care of, but it's gonna be higher on the price range. But if you wanna start off with an iguana and you don't have, you know, you could live in an apartment, you know, a green iguana you're gonna need a massive enclosure for.
Yeah,
so these banana pectinatas, they are, you know, they're smaller species. They're pretty tame when you handle them, but it's cool because when they hatch, they're just bright green. You would never know it turns into something like that.
So look at this little egg.
This is the chickens we have. They
We
produce
worked really
the
hard
smallest
for that,
egg.
guys.
You didn't lay this one,
We
did you?
were no.
No, okay.
No, not this time.
That's so cute. Here, do something with this.
We worked
All right, moving on.
Over here we have a bunch of our like day gecko and like just a lot of the other stuff that we keep outside. Sometimes we put chameleons out here depending on what they are.
All right, so I'm kind of getting into day geckos here.
Okay.
And I really enjoy the Felsumas, and I'm really interested to see what you got over here.
Okay, so I'll definitely show you some really cool crimsons.
Yes.
We also got a bunch of different tiny, very rare species of day geckos. But yeah, they're beautiful. The crimsons have those really big red bars all around their body.
This is what I have is the crimsons.
Yeah.
And living here in Florida, I mean, this is really easy for you. You don't need any special lighting,
Nope.
any special heating.
Nope.
They're just
They're just out
chilling
here.
here.
They you know, that's the best part about this because they could handle, they're very hardy. They could handle really big drops in temperature. They could handle really hot days. And obviously you got to give them foliage and stuff and things to climb around, but they're very hardy animals. And if you do tame them down, you know, they're like, in my opinion, one of the best pet geckos you can.
I agree. These are about to just go boom in popularity. They really are. All right, so with your day geckos, are you feeding them just like a Pangea or a Rapashi diet, or what is your feeding regime with these guys?
So we feed bugs, we feed crickets or superworms or hornworms. They love those, maybe once or twice a week. And then we feed the Pangea, the Rapashi diets, you know, every other day. So mainly the diets, but they really enjoy their bugs. I would always tell anybody who's looking for a day gecko to feed bugs for sure.
To feed bugs.
Yeah, 100%.
Even if you have the Pangea with bugs?
Yes, I think I just think it's good for them. It stimulates them, it gets them going, and you could see they are very, very good hunters. They like to, you know, track down their food, hit it, and they're very fast. I think they definitely need bugs. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And then at what age are you pairing them up for breeding?
Okay, so that is, day geckos are ruthless with each other. I typically grow them up together. I've done a couple different things. I've grown them up together, and then eventually they start laying eggs, the females, or I just throw a pair together. My advice for anybody pairing up geckos or most lizards is pair them up in the cooler periods of time where their metabolism is slow and they're not going to be as feisty with each other. But I like to pair them up when it's cooler out, you know, and they're gonna more likely to get along.
But you're raising them together in the same enclosure
too.
as babies.
We do that too.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. All right, now that is a really beautiful day gecko. What kind of day gecko is that, Cat?
A chameleon day gecko.
A panther chameleon day gecko. That is pretty awesome. You know, guys, day geckos are getting more and more popular all the time, and I really think that within the next couple of years, day geckos are going to be just as popular as like crested geckos are. You know what? As a matter of fact, comment below and let me know if you agree with that. I really love day geckos, and I really think that we haven't even hit the apex of their popularity yet. But anyway, this is a sampling of some of the day geckos that are found here at Tiki's Geckos. We're going to continue our tour right after this. Rainbow mealworms is not only a proud sponsor of this channel, they are the premier source for all your reptile food needs. They grow all of their quality insects in-house, and I use them exclusively for all my insect-eating reptiles. So place your order today at rainbowmealworms.net or click the link in the description below. All right, so this is obviously a northern blue tongue, but it's a weird northern blue tongue.
Not yet. I'll show you the real one. This is called the Sunrise, but like he's 8 years old now, so he's starting to fade a little bit. He used to be much brighter as he was younger, but this is the boy that started everything. Wow. So if I had to get rid of everything, this is the one that would stay here.
What's his name?
His name's Homer.
Homer.
Yeah.
Blue tongue.
This is called a Swedish line.
Swedish line.
So
this one we got from Daytona.
Yeah, my main male, he's actually in the shed right now, so I pulled out this one. Outside, they're way better, but you can see like the complete saturation he has all the way from his head, his limbs, his stomach, and his tail.
Oh, he's so cool.
You know that I knew you for years before I realized you could talk?
This girl's one of the best babies I've ever produced. She's a red
amazing.
northern.
All right, so take a look at the forearm on a northern. There is no pattern on the forearm of a northern blue tongue. And that's important because this is a Maruki from New Guinea, and look at the arm pattern on these. And that is how to tell the difference between a Maruki and a northern. Northerns don't have any pattern on their front limbs, Marukis do. And this is a gorgeous blue tongue. This might be the nicest Maruki I've ever seen.
Yeah, I actually have some, this one's gonna be one of the nicest. Another way you can tell too is look at the tongue. So the Indonesian tongues, they have more like just the tip of their tongue is blue. And you see like most of it's actually pink.
Right.
While the northerns almost have a complete blue tongue.
Correct. So what do you guys think? Are northerns prettier than Marukis? Comment below and let me know which one you like better, northerns or Marukis.
This is what we call an ivory blue tongue skink. These guys are born with a little bit of pattern, kind of like this guy, and they keep fading white as they get older.
This is like what we filmed at
This
Schaumburg.
is exactly what we filmed at Schaumburg that you selected for the Rattle-On Awards at Schaumburg.
Sure
This is them.
These are a lot bigger than
Rattle-On. So we have seen the day geckos, we have seen the blue tongue skinks. Now we're going in to the gecko hut, house, shed. We're going in to see the geckos. Oh, look at this.
The new gecko house.
This is fantastic, and it's about 30 degrees cooler in here.
Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
let's just
else
finish the video in here.
Make it.
Right.
Yeah. So here we have basically all our new Caledonian geckos. We have crested, garble, giant, chahoua, everything you could think of. They're right here.
Well, then what did I go to New Caledonia for? I should have just come here.
Yeah. you don't see this kind of stuff in New Caledonian, Dave. Super Dalmatians and stuff. So this is how we keep them. We do a lot of
oh, he's down there below.
Yeah.
Wait,
holy
which one
crap.
is
That's Chester. So he's probably my favorite Super Dalmatian we have.
Wow.
What line is he from?
My line.
Yours?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is insane.
That's what impresses me the most about you guys, to be honest, is because how long you've been working with them. You have like all of your own lines of every morph. It's so cool.
Yeah. We've been breeding for like 12, 13 years.
I was going to say, you've been breeding forever.
Yeah.
And it is truly amazing to see how far you've come from your mom's spare bedroom into this, and I was there, and into this entire facility.
Thank you, man.
This is very cool, and it's making me a little jealous.
Oh no, Dave, you've built quite the empire of YouTube.
Well,
yeah,
maybe a little.
This is a Dracula line girl that I produced years back, but this is Deadpool here, and this animal's about, he's easily over 10 years old. And why I say that is because you could see that some gargoyle geckos start to fade, that red stripe start to fade. But this girl at one point was as bright as this guy. And she's not, well, actually, I'm not sure on her age because I got her as an adult. But as you can see, a lot of gargoyle geckos, they start to fade once they get older, a lot of the red stripes.
Yeah.
But Deadpool line has always kept its color very well.
It's really great to see Deadpool. That is,
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the world's most famous gargoyle gecko right there.
Yeah, exactly. And I've made, he produces like insane animals. His offspring are probably better than him. But, you know, he's the OG. He's the one who started it.
Absolutely. And who do we have here?
This is Scarlet. Scarlet J.
I'm a Scarlet too.
What does the J stand for?
Johansson.
If I would have thought about that.
Don't tell my girlfriend.
It's a rare breed.
Wait a minute. What kind of gecko is this?
She's gonna take her.
Come here, little gecko. Look at this hairy gecko.
What's going on?
Now, what does this hairy gecko eat? Does he eat tacos?
So her name is Queso. She does favor cheese, cheese and eggs.
Really? Wow.
No,
That's got to be some stinky farts.
This is the young cappuccino I have
Ooh.
right now.
So, like, what do you think determines a cappuccino visually? Because there's a lot of debate about it.
So I think I think it enhances the melanin 100%. Now, a lot of them are showing that really dark tail with that block of white that you see there, but other lines are not. So I don't think that's a good thing to go by. Now, there is this look, this burnt orange look that a lot of them get. I think that's a good indicator. But in my opinion, as of right now, there's no just one way to tell this is 100% a cappuccino unless you prove it out. Honestly, Dave, this is a boring gecko, Dave. This is a boring gecko, but the cappuccinos have a lot of potential. They enhance the melanin, in my opinion. That's what I think as of right now. And I have seen people do some crazy things with the cappuccinos, including putting them to lily whites, and they make the frappuccinos.
Frappuccino.
That's like the best looking
But
gecko
wait a
right
minute, I
now.
don't think this is a boring gecko at all, and I don't think anybody watching this thinks that cappuccinos are boring. I just...
It's just looking at them,
I mean,
at
it's-
first glance, they look like a normal gecko.
It's
Yeah,
brown.
that's what I mean.
And it's different shades of brown.
So, do you have
And
any,
it's got
like,
other shades of brown.
Sort
All right, and so this is a tub of babies that you have available. Look at that.
Yep, so this is a Chester baby. This is a super Dalmatian. And the cool thing about these guys is as they start growing up and shedding, they'll start developing more and more spots. And this guy already has a bunch of spots, so I can't even imagine what it's going to look like as an adult.
Wow, and how much would a gecko like this be?
To be honest, I wouldn't sell it right now. I'd probably wait until a little bit later, but somewhere along like 1,500.
1,500.
Yeah, from this particular line.
Super Dow.
And what
Yeah.
would your friend price be?
Friend price for Dave Kaufman, $2,000.
Oh, that's reasonable. You know, I use cocoa blocks for all of my geckos for their substrate. It holds in that humidity. It's easy to clean. But you're actually using cypress mulch here.
Yeah, so I like cypress mulch. It's easy to clean, and it's also just I don't have to worry about impaction with these guys at all. So what we do is we go to Home Depot. There's this cypress mulch blend called No Float, and that's what we use. You know, it's pretty
No flow?
no float.
Oh, no float.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
I gotcha.
float. Yeah, there's a couple babies in here, as you can see. Baby lily white in there. And that's what we use.
So we are in this room with some amazing gargoyle geckos.
So
now this looks like a Deadpool line.
it is Deadpool line. It's a Deadpool grandkid. And this is probably my favorite gargoyle gecko I've ever produced.
Dude.
If you see, I mean, it's still so young, and the amount of red on its head, on its eyebrows, on its lips, and just full coverage along the laterals, top, tail, everything. This thing is insane. I can't even imagine what it's going to look like as an adult.
So
This is probably my favorite gecko
It's
I've
going to
ever
be on
produced.
fire as an adult.
Yeah.
So he needs a special name too.
Yeah. No, maybe I'll name it Dave Kaufman.
Ah, there you go.
Hey, you know, I will license
How
my
about Cat Dave?
likeness for you.
Cat Dave.
Cat Dave.
Cat Dave.
So what else we got in this very cool room?
All right, so this is why it's important to get from a trusted breeder. Anyways, I paired up my hybrid chahoua crested gecko with a lily white crested gecko. And I've never said this or anything, but I produced some babies, and they look like crested geckos.
Are you serious?
I'm 100%. That is
That's a Chihuahua hybrid.
so. That's technically a 25% Chihuahua, 75% crested geckos. These three right here.
All right, here, let me get a shot of him here.
They look exactly like
They look
crested
exactly
geckos.
like crested geckos.
Are you kidding?
Yep.
Okay, that is bizarro world.
Yep.
So, you know what? I bet
I was mind blown. I couldn't understand. I'm like, did we switch up the eggs? Nope. We put them in one of those deli cups, so there's no way we got the eggs mixed up.
There we go, that one.
And two of them hatched out lily whites.
So over here, you have a butt ton of eggs.
Look at this. This is a pure GT baby that just hatched. The other one hatched yesterday, but this one hatched today. Just for you guys.
Just for us.
This is actually my first pure GT, not a GT mix or anything that I hatched. These two.
Wow.
From my biggest pair of leachies.
Usually after I'm at a place filming, I always get a call the next day. Oh, you should have been here today.
Yeah.
Everybody's hatching. But I mean, we probably have at least 4 or 5 billion eggs here.
I just now noticed.
Oh
how
yeah,
the
there's
eggs
a
are-
lot.
I mean, there's eggs in here. There's eggs here. There's eggs down here in these deli cups down here. So how are you sorting this? These are the cresteds.
No, these are all, so they're mixed. There's crested, gargoyle, chahoua.
Oh, you don't do it by species?
No.
I see.
The only one that's different is these. These are cave gecko eggs, Japanese cave gecko eggs.
Those are awesome.
And I just put them here because I house them in another shed, but it's a little bit cooler in here, so I put them here.
So no incubators, right?
All right,
You don't-
Not
so
for these guys, no.
let's check this out real quick.
You could even,
What are you incubating on? 75?
You could even do it right in there.
It's
Perfect.
75.
75,
Wow,
yeah.
that is perfect temperature.
Wow. And up
Yeah.
here? 76.
I don't trust incubators.
And over there?
Honestly.
76.
For these.
All right. I just want to let you know that you're doing this right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure
Yeah,
after
yeah.
hatching so many
Yeah,
geckos.
yeah, exactly. But look at this. You got like all these bags up here. You've got more
Yeah,
under there. You're like
bunch of
Costco with gecko food over here.
Yeah, exactly.
How much of that
If-
stuff
if
do you
there's-
go through in a week?
Oh, easily like 2 of those jars.
Oh my
Easy
god.
in a week.
In a week?
Yeah, we because
Wow.
our day geckos eat the stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
These guys eat everything here eats that. So
So do
Wow.
you
A lot of
alternate
animals.
Pangaea, Rapace, like
yeah,
every each
yeah,
time?
exactly. You could see we feed. There's all different flavors. There's mango. There's the regular one. There's the classic figs. I think that's the best thing to do because
Is
you
mix
know,
it up?
Yeah, because you want to give them variety. Figs have different nutrients that apricots have, you know. So
Yeah,
you want to
I
mix
agree.
it up.
But you know what's funny is my geckos will not eat some flavors, but then just mow down on
Destroy
other
the-
flavors.
Yeah, like all of us, we have preferences, right?
Right.
But I feed it like I can't afford to do that because of like imagine if I had to give this gecko what it liked, that gecko what it liked, that gecko what it liked, we would never do anything else.
Well, you know, I mean,
So eventually they will all eat everything.
yeah. I mean, if you don't, really care that much for your gecko's
Yeah,
well-beings,
these are
that's totally
I
fine.
just sell
Whatever.
these things. I don't care about this.
So I think that we've got time for one more,
Yeah.
100 more.
1,000 more?
Okay.
Yeah.
One more.
He probably has 1,000.
But look at this. I mean, we're ending this video on an amazing gecko.
This is a crested gecko and slender prehensile-tailed gecko hybrid.
This is the first one I've ever seen in person.
Me too.
This is also the first one I've ever seen in person.
Is this the only one in the world?
No, it's not.
Did you produce
Just say that it is.
It is. It's the only
It's the
one,
only one in
only
the
at
world.
Tiki's Geckos.
Okay, all right. Yep, that's what I wanted to hear.
I didn't produce it, no. A friend of mine did.
Okay. Yeah, they're harder to produce, aren't they?
Yeah.
So he's much heavier bodied and much bigger.
He's
He's like a
huge.
giant crested gecko is what
Yeah,
he is.
he's, Saracenorums are pretty hefty, pretty big animals.
They are.
And the crested definitely took. The only thing that's crested about this, in my opinion, is kind of like the face without the crest.
Yeah,
But you could see like that highlighting
Yeah.
there. Like the outline, I mean.
Face looks like a cresty for sure.
Yeah.
Feet look a little bit different.
They got big feet.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Wow.
But it's cool.
That is a very, very cool gecko. So when did we collab for the first time? Like maybe 4 years ago?
No, more than that.
Yeah,
It wasn't more than
Because
4 years ago?
I was at my mom's house.
That's right.
In
So
her garage.
to see where you guys have come from a room in your mom's house to the place that you were before, I don't even remember where it was, but to see this place, I mean, you guys are doing this so right. And guys, if you are in the market for a gecko out there, and CatAleah and I are sold out, Tiki's Geckos right here is the place to go. So thank you so much for having us out. Thank you, Kat, for being in my video. Guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what your favorite gecko that you saw in this entire awesome facility was. And guys, as always, thanks for watching. And until the next reptile adventure, love the planet, feed your reptile obsession, and rattle on.